It's funny you mentioned the reporting that goes on, or lack of, for some of these vaccines. You go back to the flu shot, and there does seem to be reporting. 2 years ago, I think, they said there was maybe 9% effective for a certain population. Maybe it was the elderly, I can't remember. In this most recent year, I think the effectiveness for the main vaccine was 47%. And I look at those numbers and I'm like, well, 9% is nothing. 40%, that's better than 50, it's not even 50-50. Those numbers to me don't seem to support the effectiveness of the vaccine.
But they removed the inhaled influenza vaccine this year because it was only 3% effective. There's something that a lot of people are unaware of, and I think this is a really important point to make about influenza vaccines, which is that you're talking about the effectiveness in the year that it's given. Then the following year, there could be a whole 3 or 4 new strains of influenza circulating. Well, there's plenty of medical literature and epidemiologic evidence that if you've taken an influenza vaccine on year 1, that your risk of contracting influenza on year 2 is higher, your risk of getting a pandemic strain is higher, and your risk of shedding and spreading the virus for longer periods of time is higher as a result of what that vaccine did to your immune system the year before. That's a really important point that I think needs to really be hammered home to people, is that even if you are protected that first year that you got the vaccine, it has changed your immune system in such a way that your T cells can't respond using memory response. And so you are actually more susceptible than a person who's never been vaccinated. And that's been proven in medical literature. I speak about this publicly with the references on a regular basis.